Hello everyone, so as you know, I recently posted my Roblox 12 years later video, and yeah, I decided to make a behind the scenes video because I thought, hey, it'd be interesting because some people think, oh, how did he get so much events put into one video? And plus, it took him 8 months to make this video. It didn't take me 8 months, but it certainly did take a long time to actually not be lazy about the idea. So sometimes now I think, this topic could have been handled better by someone who actually has better editing skills than me and has the time to actually do really good research. But simple YouTuber makes a simple video about a history of a blocky game that used to be the competitor to Minecraft. So yeah, and I decided to really post how I got the script, the idea, how I editing stuff, yeah, all that. So yeah, welcome to behind the scenes Roblox 12 years later. Alright, so I got the idea for Roblox 12 years later when Roblox turned 12 years old, of course, and also because, well, I just liked Roblox and thought the history of it was interesting because I know a lot of things about the history of it. So with the 2012 incident, the 2014 live stream incident, all of that. So yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting that two people who created this huge game that used to be a competitor to Minecraft before it died, and yeah, so I decided to make this video. Now, problem is, I thought, this could have been handled by someone who actually has better editing skills than me, but instead, someone with 10k subs with simple editing is gonna make the video. Because I've never seen a video like that made before, so I decided to make it. Alright, so the script. So as many of you know, about 8 months ago, I made the community poll saying, do you guys want me to post a video called Roblox 12 years later? And if so, how would you like it? Some people said, everyone's majority vote said in parts, not just one whole video. I completely forgot that everyone said parts because I made an entire video of it instead of just in separate parts. Yeah, I can't keep promises to my subscribers even though the post is 8 months old, and it's, yeah. I can just imagine if I actually wasn't lazy back then, I wonder how the video would have went. Probably would have been terrible. So I started working on the script about 8 months ago, and as you see footage for here, I actually got pretty far in it. I got to 4 chapters. It went from the beginning, of course, to 2017 when the chat filter got extremely bad. I think the main events I talked about was Flux Cajerta, and I don't think I talked about the 2014 event because I think at the time I didn't know about it, so. Alright, so the actual script that did make it in. So I first worked on it in Notepad, but then I realized, oh, wait a second, Google Docs is way better. So I switched to Google Docs, and I had many errors, of course. I fixed them even though I didn't really need to because you guys wouldn't see those errors. So yeah. The script took about a day and a half to make, so yeah, pretty long. Because I had to just put a lot of the timelines in order, of course. So I had to go from David Baszucki and Eric Castle making Knowledge Revolution to all the way in order to right now, Roblox Premium and user-generated content. So I originally wanted to make it some kind of documentary. Now, I kind of called it a sort of documentary. But originally, I was inspired by this video about, someone talking about Valve, 20-something years later, I think. And it was really interesting. It was an hour long. It was talking about the history of the company and the game development of it. It was really interesting. So I wanted to make something like that, and I didn't do it correctly, so yeah. Alright, now, those voices at the beginning that were talking about how great Roblox was to them and how it changed them or shaped them? Well, yeah, I had to specifically ask them if they wanted to do it, and they said, yes, BanMan, I very like you and your content. I will surely do that. So the first one, Neon Emerald, I just asked him on Discord, and he was like, okay, sure. And he sent me his 10 to 20 second audio. He actually sent me 2. The first one, he kind of talked fast. Like, not extremely fast, but fast to the point where you couldn't... It was a bit hard to understand him sometimes. So I chose the second one because he talks slower. And it sounded a little bit more professional. So, yeah. And the second one, Monument Russia, he was also a good friend of mine. I met on Roblox, and then I talked to him on Discord. So it was like, yo, dude, I'm doing a Roblox 12 years later kind of video, and I was wondering if you wanted to do a voice, and he's like, sure. It took a little long to get all these voices, because I actually asked multiple people. I went from someone I knew in one of my friend's Discord servers, and someone that I liked watching, who I actually still talk to, and he's one of my friends on Discord and Roblox right now. Yeah, and I asked him. He never replied back, though. He just says, I'll think about it. So I was like, okay, and he responded with anything. So I was like, well, it's too late. And then finally my friend Cole, he was easy. I was like, yo, dude, when did you join Roblox? And he just told me 2014. I was like, okay, you're perfect. Come here, boy. So I just told him, so basically, you just have to do 10 to 20 seconds of talking about how great Roblox is to you. And he's like, okay. I told him to upload it as an unlisted video on his YouTube channel because for some reason he couldn't upload the audio to me as an MP3, so I just told him to do that. And yeah, it worked. Seriously, there are so many photos here, and I'm gonna start deleting them. That's what I do every video. So every time I use an image in a video, I usually delete the images after I'm done uploading the video and it's posted to YouTube. So I can still have extra space to make those epic YouTube videos, you know? So looking at my pictures here, you can see a lot of cursed images and stuff that I just think are funny. And the things that are circled, of course, are the things I use for the video. And there's a lot of them on my god. Now, personally, my favorite image is the image of David Bazooka T-posing in his gracious movements, because it's cursed. So, I never actually expected the founder of Roblox to T-pose, but then again, he's probably involved with internet culture, but he's not. So, yeah, I got to see David T-pose by just... yeah. So, yeah, when I first saw the image, I was thinking, what the heck? Is this God? It's God, but I thought God was like in the form of the huge glowing guy in the sky. It's like no, it's instead in some guy who made this billion-dollar company. Alright, so that's really it. I just took a pretty long time to make this because I was lazy, like everything else. And yeah, editing took a long time. I think it certainly paid out. I tried to do a little bit as not much editing as possible, not because I'm lazy, but it's mainly because, well, it's called rendering. So when I rendered the video, it took, I gotta say, around the same time it took to make the video. Actually, no, it didn't take like an hour, but it certainly took a long time, like 20 to 15 minutes. So I don't like making long videos because of that reason. Like not because like I don't make long videos because I want to make it so I can get extra ad revenue that I don't get. No, it's just because I hate the long render time. I want to post the videos now, so kind of impatient. Alright, I thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I mean, this video wasn't extremely important, but I think it is, so